Another thrilling night of preset cup, and we met the one and only. What's your name again? Robbie. That's right, Robbie. We know him as Serenity now, and Doughboy up here in the booth. And guys, we are north of the border. We're turning left. We're turning right, and everybody knows I love this track.
Yeah, you most definitely love this track, but it's, you're not out there tonight, so haha in your face.
A lot of these guys are. A lot of these guys are probably excited for me not to be out there because they just don't want to get spanked.
You know what? It would have been nice to see you out there tonight, and don't forget to mention we've also got our main man, Doughboy, is here tonight with
I
us in
did say
the
Doughboy.
booth.
I already said Doughboy. We've already been over this.
Say hello, buddy.
Hey, what's up, buddy? And yeah, Puddin', I'm definitely excited for this race, man. It would have been nice to see you out there. It would have been awesome to have another story about how you ran out of gas before the checker flag. I mean, this is where you're notoriously always going to be remembered for that for here at Canadian Tire, man. But this is a track that you love, I love, and a lot of these drivers, that even if they don't like road courses, they do like coming here. This is a very fun track.
It's technical, the elevation changes, but it's fast, plus, if anybody didn't notice the title, hit the jump.
Hit the jump.
Hit the jump. Up there at Evil Knievel corner, probably one of the trickiest portions to get through up there. You want to do it fast. Don't want to hit those the candy cans. You don't want to hit those rumble strips. But you're coming down, fourth gear pinned. Get on the binders. Get on the gears, and then you got to make sure that there's nobody else around you. You're going back up the hill, double rights into that long backstretch too. So one of the most technical, tricky parts there. We'll see a little bit of bumping and banging there, but it's a great passing zone too. A lot of gear shifts cleared tonight too. So. Let's hope that everybody, does their best to not miss gear shifts, but I'm sure that'll be a topic of interest earlier tonight too. Excuse me, later tonight. But the track is so fun, and there could be a little controversy at the end of it. But everybody knows I love road course tonight. I love coming here. Could not wait to have both you guys up in the booth when I found that out about it. So not only are we going to see great racing from the Giggity Season 4 guys up here in our preset cup, but we're going to have a great booth and a good time tonight.
Yeah, I mean, seeing these guys on the track tonight, we're definitely in for a good race.
Coach Matt says he's getting a top 20 for you, Robbie.
That's brilliant. But there's always one driver that sticks out for me at Canadian Tire, and that is... Nope.
Doughboy.
Nope. Try again.
Jake
Giroux. This man, he sticks out like a sore thumb. It seems like Canadian Tire and Jake Giroux himself track, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does tonight.
Well, I think he's going to do like he always does, man. And I think he's a sore thumb at every track, honestly, for the rest of his competition. Jake is one of the drivers that we know is competitive everywhere he goes. You always hear his name brought up as one of the odds-on favorites. So tonight is definitely his night to gain some points on the rest of this field.
We've also had we had our lobby host. He just set up the qualifier, and the boys did their run. We have Trey 7964 in the booth with us currently. Say hello, buddy.
Hola.
Hola, here he goes. You will recognise Trey's voice once he gets going. He's commentating himself, and he's really good at it. I do like the way he commentates. And he does go a lot of. I might do it tonight for him. Like I'm saying, and every time he says that, I'm like, yeah, that's Trey. But back to you, Puddin'.
We're looking at
Who do you think's going to be here in the top three?
Say again?
Who do you think is going to be in the top three tonight?
I'm definitely going to go with Puddin' first, Jake, and then maybe Woodruff. But I'm looking at the daily leaderboard, and how many evil ogres or OGRs are there? Man, there's a lot of evil people. But Jake's sitting on fourth on the daily, so it looks like he's been putting his practice in a cup 115. That's a great time. His tires fall off. I'm expecting 116s, 117s throughout. People pacing himself, but
lights don't set them yet. We still got timers left on the clock. I'll let you know when to set them.
Thank you, buddy.
I'll just let you know, I do have, I'm on board with Woodruff himself. He's actually racing in tonight's race. So we're able to see what's going on and getting ourselves a lap count instead of having a in-race reporter.
I got Jake's stream going, guys, over here on my phone, too.
Failed to connect to NASCAR Heat server. No!
Oh, sorry, Puddin's having a little bit of a mental breakdown.
Yeah, it just Am I still broadcasting? Is it still? Are we still
Let's have a
good
look.
here?
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you're
have a
still
look to see
on.
if you are.
Because it just came up. I think
Yep.
I am. I got it up. Okay, good. I don't know what that was all about. Everybody could just see it on the stream right there too. Could not connect to NASCAR Heat Core server, so I don't know what that's all about. But
No,
I
when
would
I
need
see
another
you know,
from you guys because I'm not receiving ones from Trey.
Once I get in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
all right, where timer has started,
Yep.
go ahead and take them invites, guys.
how many seconds left?
Go ahead and take them. Go ahead and
Sweet.
take the invite.
All right.
So about this track earlier, I mean, but then you were saying about like how you come downhill on the left-hander, and then you got to get yourself ready for the double right-hander. What gear do you come out of that corner in? That final turn? Do you
I
come out
used
in
to be a
second?
third gear guy because less shifts mean you less mistakes to be made. But I have since figured out, bang it to fourth, get hard on the binders, roll through the first portion of that in third gear as not to upset the car, kick the rear end out about halfway through, mat that thing down into second, get on that loud pedal and make that sweeping lefter to go up the hill. See people
Okay.
get. Yep. I'm loading in right now, guys. We're going to get to the action again. We appreciate everybody out there watching. We did get a little bit of a delay tonight to start. No harm, no foul for us, but we weren't not going to be here. Can you guys hear me? Why you guys kick me out? I've been lonely.
Oh, been oh so lonely.
I'm up here watching Mr. NASCAR hunt Jake down.
Yeah, I was sat here talking away. I think we can hear the broadcast in the background. Not sure
Yeah,
he's got
you
that
can
on.
hear us now.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
all right.
sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened to it's. I apologize.
My screen, it said, my screen is just nat type. Your name was just flashing, and I was like, "What's going on?"
No, on mine it's no longer in party due to something, but we know how all that comes. But here we go, guys. Mr. NASCAR making a move to the inside of Jake. Barely scrapes that wall. Somebody does got something for old Jake.
Oh, it's early in the run. I think Jake's just taking his time. We're yet to see the best of what Jake can do. You guys know that.
And
Yeah.
you master strategist yourself there, Robbie. We've seen it where you've been able to save. Do you think a lot of these guys are in save mode right now?
Yeah, I think you'll find most of the guys currently in safe mode and testing what the car can and cannot do, are sort of sitting at the back or mid-grid. As you can see, these two guys here in the 00 and the 1 who got Mr. NASCAR and Jake Giroux himself, both Team Noco drivers, they're actually racing it out and having a bit of fun here. But me, if I was in the lead and my teammate was behind me and if he was in a rush to get by, I'll just let him go. Sit behind him, save some draft. Not save some draft, save some fuel, sorry. Can everybody hear me there out in YouTube land? Hopefully they can. Okay, as we can see, Jake is just riding out these lines here. I'm not sure where Pudding's gone. I do believe he's just letting me take it away for the minute here and get my practice in on the commentating. Pudding, I don't know how you do it, because like I'm sat here, I don't smoke anymore, but I'm still getting out of breath. And you go on and on and on, and you don't breathe. I don't know how you do it. It makes me chest hurt. Hopefully we haven't lost Pudding again. He's... Nope, there he is.
Sorry, guys. Still on board right here, guys. I mean, this is shaping up to be a good battle up front, but let's not take away from the action we got going on back here. See RJ, he looks like Captain Jack and Spanker. They've got themselves a good race, and I don't know if these guys see it or feel it like we do, but I've seen a lot of cars doing up on that two-wheel or up on that bicycle, as I like to say.
Yeah, that's true. As we can see, we've got the 40. He's actually just barging his way through here. He's like, hey guys, don't forget I'm here. I'm on the inside of you. But going 3 wide around that double right-hander is quite difficult. We've got the 00 of Jake and the number 1 of Mr. NASCAR himself coming into pit road now. I'll just get us a lap count.
Yeah, there's 5 cars in this backpack, so yeah, we'll let those guys go in and get service for Freshy's belly full of fuel. But and that looks like a lot of these guys right there too are coming in now. 24 is coming in. I think that's Spanker, Captain Jack, RJ Smitty, the 40, the 12. Alex Ned, which in that 20, which everybody out there wish Mr. Alex Ned a very happy birthday up there in Colorado. Happy birthday to you, buddy. I'm on board with NASCAR and Jake right now, and they are coming out as everybody else is coming in. So they do have they will be able to pull away a little bit further. Oh, there's that bicycle, man. That's if you could almost screenshot that with a car like that, that would be absolutely cool. A lot of people remember the old Sonoma track back in the day. They'd hit the top of that hill right there and hit that bump, that rumble strip, bring it up on 2 wheels, and seeing some of those old cars like that up on 2 wheels, and they weren't just a couple inches off either. They were launching those cars.
Yeah, it can be fun, you know, going around that corner like that, but it can also catch you out. I've just had a look at Woodruff's channel, and he's currently sitting on 31 laps to go, so these guys are on 31. Woodruff actually made the choice of a lap. I think he's going to see how far he can push his fuel, maybe run it dry, and take it from there, put in.
Yeah, I've done that too, and it has worked out. I've started to do that, especially if you save a little bit, as Doughboy wants to keep bringing up the infamous fuel strategy here that one night.
Yeah. Puddin's fuel strategy. Puddin's logic, right?
Hey, it's good in my head, right? In theory.
Yeah, in theory. I mean, if it's good in your head, it's definitely good in anybody's head, right?
Yeah, but sometimes theory doesn't work out so well. In theory, I'd like to hit the lottery, but that doesn't always work too.
Yeah, that's so true. So, Doughboy, looking at these guys here, we've got the 00 of Jake and the 1 of Mr. NASCAR. I think they're going to take the lead at the end of this stage, but who do you think's going to be there in the top 5 by the end of this stage?
Good talk, Doughboy. Good job.
Yeah. I think he's just letting us take it away here, and if he sees any bits that we need to know, I think he's just going to inform us. Or he's gone away to get something to eat. I'm not too sure what he's doing there. But
Jake was, I think Jake might have got a little upset that he saw somebody pretty close in his rearview mirror because he said, "Mr. NASCAR, I'm pulling away."
That's not what you were going to say, though, was it?
Something along those lines, but I rephrased it.
Yeah, I mean, Jake, he's a really good driver. He's really smooth, and he's not too used to seeing people in his rearview mirror very often, there's only a few drivers out there that can keep up with Jake, but that's a good thing. That's why this is the preset Cup Series. It's the next tier of drivers, the one up from the Custom Xfinity, the one down from the Custom Cup Series that we have. And these drivers are here for a reason. But you can see the different caliber of the drivers here. We've got Jake and Mr. NASCAR sitting at the front, and then obviously we've got drivers. They're going to be sitting mid-pack, so we've got a different mixture. Jake's, straight balls to the wall and just going flat out, and then you got people like RJ Smitty and Checkmate Taylor is probably sitting back and seeing what their car can do. Pudding keeps there he is. Welcome back.
I just muted the mic for a second there. We're on board with RJ in that 9 car, and see right there, you got to be careful. You hit that rumble strip going in, it upsets your car. You want to be as close to them as you possibly can, as we all know, without hitting them. Sometimes they, can help your car rotate, but a lot of times they don't, and that'll disrupt the car. So you got to be careful about that. And if you end up drifting outside that wide one, it's best just to go all the way around it, not go over it, because you'll be smoother coming and give you a little bit of a run without having to burp that throttle. But on board with Tex Pelt here tonight, the 12 car. Go ahead, Robbie.
Yeah, as we can see, RJ Smith, he pushed it a little bit wide coming out of the third from last corner there, and that's going to cause him some time. But Tex Pelt in that 12, he's looking pretty smooth at the minute. You can see he's got his right hander down there, coming down the home stretch, and let's see if he nails his turn 1.
He's got a good entry. Yep. Good point. There's that red mark on the wall. That's normally my braking point. Stay on that black as long as you can. Some people downshift to second. Some people keep it in third. Up through the gears. Definitely third. Almost on the red line in the preset. Bang to fourth. This is what we're talking about in pre-race. Come down just a little bit hard on the brakes. Down through the gears. Keeping it through third. Keeping the car straight. And see right there. But then you're at the second. Oh, he almost loses it, come off the corner right there, and then bang it through the gears, back up through fourth for that straightaway. That's a lap with the one and only RJ.
Jake Giroux putting his first car a lap down. That's the 80. I'm not too sure who's in that 80.
The 8?
The 88.
Oh, 88 is Woodruff.
Oh. Woodruff going a lap down.
Yep, that's... but again, with stages and everything, as long as you're the first car, you can get that lap back. Tommy Armor Boy out in YouTube land. Hey, what's up, gents? What up, Tommy? Tommy! Great to see you guys out there again. Fun race, man. I'm literally pacing back and forth because I'm just chomping at the bit. Everybody knows I'd love to have tried to dash tonight if we were still doing dashes. Would have been so much fun.
Yeah, for those guys that don't know, we're actually stopping the dashes for the end of the season. It's getting to crunch time for the points now, so we're just going to let the drivers of the actual series have their race with no other drivers included, for obvious reasons. And I'll tell you what, Pudding, Jake is absolutely on the rails.
Yeah, I'm on board with.
Ti-
Just jumped on board with him. Mr. NASCAR gets around that 88 of Woodruff, but right there, he is coming out. He is crossing the start-finish line right as Mr. NASCAR is coming out of turn 10 here, so that he's got himself a sizable lead.
How many laps to go there, Doughboy? Okay, I don't
I
think
think
we
I,
have Doughboy on the mic.
I was gonna say, is he eating some cookie dough or something?
Maybe.
And on board with
What
Captain
about?
Jack over here too, somebody we haven't talked about a lot. Captain's really good at these tracks. He's very good on strategy. He's super fast. Likes to push issues at certain times, but he's by himself. And well, I was silenced by the internet there for a couple of minutes. I did hang on for him a little bit, and he was bicycling real good too. So these guys really pushing the car hard. There's RJ Smitty coming back around. He's trying to chase Cap down, but great to see old Speedy Gonzalez, Captain Jack, doing well tonight.
Yeah, I was actually talking about Captain Jack earlier about he's a bit of a hit and miss really. I mean, half of these tracks he's absolutely amazing at, and then he has another half which he don't do too well on. But it seems like he's going to have a good car here tonight at Canadian Tire.
They're doing a little research again. 10 corners here, just over a mile and a half. They revamped it. I think what I read was early mid to early 2000s. They took a little bit of length out of it. They hold all kinds of sports car events here. Here's some fun facts for it, just because I remember this, like you were talking about your Titanic, just because I read about it. This track, it only cost $500,000 to build back in 1961, and this course was built specifically for Formula One cars. The original track was, but now they hold anywhere from Gander Mountain Trucks, the Penties Canadian Motorsports, they have their own NASCAR series, IMSA cars, the motorcycles, World GP, and the Grand Prix cars. A very active track here in Canada, right about 40 miles outside of Ontario. Again, the only reason why I know that is because I read about it 45 minutes ago. Fun facts for you all.
You mean you can read?
Barely. I piece things together. Ooh, contact being made right there on board with 40 of Pro Dash. I know he runs in a different organization. He was an in-race reporter one night for us. He gets into the side of 12, but I believe that was text belt. Just a little bit of contact. He gets hard on the binders. Wheel hop, too. You got to be careful not to wheel hop because it will upset the car even more there, too.
Here we go, Puddy. He's on that inside coming around this double right-hander here, but he holds it well. Good driving there. Let's see if the, what was that, the 12 behind him, the text belt, see if he's going to make some ground here, and he does.
And we got that battle right in front of us. We're on board with the 20 of the birthday boy himself, Alex Ned. So again, he's very fast. He says
It's his birthday?
Yep. His profession. He says I'm not super proficient at road courses, but anywhere Alex goes, he's really good. So, but yep.
Okay. Well, happy birthday to you, Mr. Ned. I'm going to do it. It has to be done live on broadcast at Giggity Racing League. We are going to be singing happy birthday to Alex Ned. Are you ready?
I'm not singing the whole song. We got a race, buddy. No offense to Alex. And no one wants to hear me sing anyway.
Happy birthday to you.
You sound like
Happy birthday to you.
He's not President Kennedy and you're not Marilyn Monroe.
I'll tell you what, Alex, good luck in your race tonight, buddy, and hold that line and we'll hopefully see you here in the top 3 tonight.
That 38 gets underneath that 37 right there. I just jump on board. That's Coach Matt. Gets a little wide on that long right-hander. Oh, look at that. He's getting hard on the brakes right there, too.
I actually had an interview with Coach Matt earlier. He's a little bit worried about tonight. Canadian Tire is not one of his strongest tracks, and he asked me for a bit of advice, and I said to him, just run your line, settle down in the back, try not to get into anybody or upset any front runners, and just ride it out. Use this as a practice, but make sure you're at the back doing it as such. And he asked for some adjustments and whatnot, so I went in ahead and gave them to him as well.
As always, you're always helping out with anybody and everybody you can, and people are very appreciative of all the time and effort you put into this game, so thank you, Robbie.
Not a problem.
On board with Trey right now, and I believe that's text belt right there in front of him with Dash in front of him, with Alex still back there. The 12 car gets up on the bicycle just a little bit, trying to hold on to it. fast corner there. Get hard on the gas again right here. Here's that red mark. Get on the binders. Keep as you don't want to be all the way on the candy cane, but you don't want to be all the way on the outside. That black line I
That's
find is,
true.
that black mark I think is that repave mark. That is one of the best opportunities to for like a guidance line when there isn't one. Tax pelt still right there. Here's Trey trying to get back up underneath him. Good turn by Alex right there too. It looked like. These guys
And
got
we've
themselves
got the double.
great
Sorry,
battle.
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say they got themselves a great little battle back here. We will jump back and forth with the leaders here just in a second. Just keeping an eye on this.
Yeah,
Matt
you have to bear with
BW.
us, guys. It's been a while since me and Beef have been in the pudding together. We did have it down, but since it's been so long, we're
Rookie.
going to be stepping on each other's toes and maybe talking over one another, but we'll try to avoid to do so tonight.
Rookie.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, so true, so true. I've been so focused on doing my own stuff at the minute lately. As you know, I've been working on custom
Checkmate's
setups.
out.
And...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Checkmate's
you're
out.
okay.
Matt BW's leaving pit lane. Captain's coming in. That's very unusual to see Checkmate there.
Is
on
he
pit lane.
out?
Out, done. Same thing with fast
Oh.
lane. Mechanical
Engine
failure.
blown. We got Mountain Dew out there. He's giving a shout out to Pudding. He's put Pudding with a load of exclamation marks. So, hello, buddy.
What up, Mountain Dew? What are you doing, buddy? We had ourselves a nice little battle last night at Indy. If anybody didn't get the chance to go back and watch that, that was some hell of a racing at Indianapolis. I believe we only had 3 cautions out of that whole race. Everybody got spread out, and very good preset Xfinity race last night. I ended up 12th just by a couple. I was a little disappointed in the top 10, but again, we'll talk about my pit strategy later, Robbie.
Yeah, definitely something to work on for next season. I'm hoping that I'm not going to give too much away, but I'm hoping that I'll get to work with you next season. But I'll be here for you, anything you need anyway. I don't know if some of you know or if Puddin wants everybody to know, but I'm going to do a spoiler alert anyway, and that is Puddin is now officially on a wheel. He spent most of his time here on Heat 3 and Heat 4
Not
running
official.
a controller. Well, yeah.
It's a
running
mod.
controller.
It's a modded Titans controller.
Yeah, it's at Titans 3000 if I remember.
9800.
Right.
Everything's got to have a 9800. Remember.
9800F if I
That's
remember. Yeah.
Jake
That's the
putting
one.
Woodruff a lap down right there.
Yeah. Oh, Jake out there. Jake does that a lot, doesn't he? When you talk to Jake, he's like, takes him like half an hour to get a sentence out, but absolute amazing driver, and he's also here to help anybody. You know, if you need any preset advice, feel free to, hit up Jake Giroux, and he'll give you any advice that you need. But back to Mountain Dew out there. You and Mountain Dew, you sort of got into one another last night in the Xfinity series, but what happened afterwards? I see that you was in a party chat together, and I hope you got everything sorted out.
Oh, I had some very kind words for him.
Oh.
No,
we took
no,
one.
no, 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 no. Absolutely nothing. Nothing bad was said. He said he had a little issue. He's on a borrowed wheel right now. Got his controller, his accelerator got stuck with the cord. I mean, it was no harm, no foul. It wasn't intentional. I've raced with Mountain Dew a long time and find him on the track quite a bit. We raced well together. It was nothing but jokes, laughs, and good times. And that's the God's honest truth. As RJ's going up a little bit, looks like he's going to let the leader Jake go by, but we hashed it out.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
What was there to hash out?
I don't know, hash browns maybe.
Oh, don't make me hungry.
He kept his helmet on. Sissy. Anyway, back to the racing here at Canadian Tire.
There's that 18. I think that's Napa fan in front of him too. So these guys starting to slow up just a little bit, slow Jake up just a little bit. We see that black car of Mr. NASCAR. He's trying to dial him back in, but everybody's trying to race as hard as they can and try to keep up. No offense to Jake, he's going to go, like I said, around there. We're going to click through here. I'm going to get on board with Mr. NASCAR for a lap and see how he's going to navigate through the traffic here at Canadian and see if he can catch up to Jake. But I'm not assuming in my mind if I'm doing it right. I was trying to keep count. I'm assuming the leaders are going to have to come to pit lane here in the next 2 or 3 laps. I'm assuming. Don't hold me to that. But again, you
assume correctly.
You don't get a lot of you don't get a lot of time. You make a lot of pit stops here, especially in a 50% race. So
So I
Like,
got a lap count for us. There's actually 20 laps remaining. Currently running on board Wardworth. I'm not going to give too much away, but
I'm
he's
almost
due
going to
to
say
hit
3 more pit
soon.
stops
And
then.
yeah, his tyre wear is looking really, really good as well. And Jake's still in the lead. The 00 to Jake Giroux still running the lead there. That's the Wardworth actually runs a little bit wide there, going around that right-hander. But yeah, that's 20 laps to go so far.
For sure, without a doubt, too. Oh, RJ spins. He gets loose coming out of the Evil Knievel corner, that double right-hander, which is very easy to do if you get on the gas real quick, and especially on old tires. Right in front of Mr. NASCAR, he did a great job of pulling the, the evasive maneuvers. He got around him, so that would have been very detrimental to Mr. NASCAR if he would have got into it. Again, RJ just got into it a little loose, but good save, good recovery there, Mr. NASCAR. He stuck in it and avoided that situation.
Mr. NASCAR avoiding that, and I see that Mountain Dew says, when am I going to get Puddin and himself on the same team? Well,
I'm
we'll
retired.
see, buddy. You're
retired.
retired.
I'm retired.
Oh, I forgot you was old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm going to retire. I'm old.
Yeah.
It's got to be done, innit?
What, you're 4 years younger than me?
Yeah, you get past 30, you're old. That's it. It's just simple as that, really.
Hey guys, for everybody who heard that out in YouTube land, that was Robbie who said that. Okay,
Yep.
so if you have any complaints about that, please put it in message box in Robbie's message box.
Yeah.
like at a restaurant.
Stuff Robbie. Hashtag stuff Robbie. Yeah.
But yeah, he got around that too. So, but Jake definitely got himself a lead. It slowed him up just a little bit, but NASCAR had to navigate that same traffic. Trying to get back up there.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
On board with Coach Matt again. Well, he's looking real good, like you said, trying to help him out. My boy Tackleberry. Oh, Tackle. What's up? He's always Tackleberry's a fast character. Run with him. I've run with him since what? Well, since last year. So it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
Because I remember I started racing when I was in St. Louis, and that was summertime last year. So there's 20. The Alex right in front of him pushes that double right-hander at the top of that hill just a little bit wide. But Tackle is he is fast, and he doesn't mind road courses. He said they're not always my favorite, but he's very proficient. He's proficient at wherever he goes.
Now here's a question: is he running on a wheel or is he running on a controller? I would
Tackle?
say by looking at him, yeah.
Tackle's on a G29.
Boo.
Yep, Tackle's on the 29.
Switching over here to the 24 of Spenker. A little bit wide around that right-hander, see if he can get himself together ready for the left, and then drop it down to second gear, come to this right-hander here, and then back to the start-finishing line.
Yeah, I was actually on board with Spanker when you jumped over, so that was a great observation there.
Yeah.
They're starting to spread out a little bit again. No caution stages for these guys tonight. We got to be coming up to the end of stage 2 then, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're actually running stages tonight. I think there might be 40 laps straight out.
Cautions only then, yeah. So yeah, I was going to say I don't remember seeing the stage. Well, you brought up the stages earlier. That was your fault.
Yeah, that's my bad. Now here's a guy we haven't spoke about much. He's sort of sat in the background. I haven't heard from him or seen from him much, and that is the 18 and Nap. Seems like he's got himself a nice smooth.
I know he's a couple laps down. But yeah, I was running board with him, Robbie. Go ahead, sorry. That 18 car. You're just watching the suspension right there, too. Watch those rear tires bounce up and down. I think we might have just had some technical difficulties with Robbie now. Alright. We'll do the best I can up here, back on board with the leader, that 00 that Coors Light car. That's Jake. He's going to come up on another car, trying to see who that is. They're going to run it all out here at Canadian Motorsports Park tonight. Jake was in the lead. I know Mr. NASCAR is sitting in second. I do believe we did lose Robbie. See if we can get him back in here. Hopefully he can, because it's his chat party. But he made it private. Alright. I'd have to try to blue screen here just in a minute to get him back, but I don't want to take away again. Yep, something happened. That's the little blue screen. Those aren't notifications. That's just let me know, since he's up there in the party, though, that Robbie apparently lost contact. He did make the public again, so he's going to probably jump back in and make it private again. So we'll wait on him. Jumping back on back with Captain Jack in that 8 car tonight. Again, very fast guy. Known him for a while, too. He's quick wherever he goes. He's had some good nights, and he's had some rough nights. And just listen to the reverb too. I love the sound of these, these small block V8s just banging through the gears. Boom, boom. I love it. I love that reverb. See, I'm trying to get a comparison. He doesn't have exact visual on the leader of Jake yet, so I'm not wondering when Jake's going to pit. They got to be coming to pit soon, unless they did and I missed it. RJ Smitty. RJ's having just a little bit of a rough night coming out of that corner. He's getting a loose. Oh, the 42. I believe that's Matt BW. He spun on the middle of the backstretch, it looked like. Yep, there's Robbie in YouTube land. He's trying to get back up in there. On board with Tex Pelt, that 12 car. He's right behind RJ. Give us, like I said, a second, get Robbie back up in here. Pro in that 40 car. Doesn't look like there's anybody in front, and he's got Captain Jack right behind him, so he's going to have to push a little bit. Oh, hang that out there, Captain Jack. He's dancing that rear end around. There we go. Robbie's back in here. Let's see if it's going to work.
Can I get a copy?
Yeah, Roger, check Niner.
Awesome! Hello!
Yeah.
Oh, this is annoying.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was like, hey, where'd you guys go? And don't forget to make it private again. And I love how you did make it public, because I was like, oh no, am I going to have to blue screen again?
No, I did. I made it public before I left.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I'm not the host now, so whoever's the host will need to. I think Doughboy is actually the host now, so if he can go ahead and make it private again for us, and
unless
we
it
can
made
go back
me
to the
host.
racing here. No, you're not the host.
But yeah, I told everybody too, I was like, my notifications are off, so unless I unplug my mic or something like that, that's what's letting me know what's going on. So if Dirt Dog's out there listening and watching, I'm not going to give him the black box syndrome tonight. As we see Dash right there and Cap come down for pit lane, jumping on board with old Alex Ned right here, coming up that long back stretch. So you're going to pit. He's really good on strategy.
That's a gorgeous looking 20 car he's got there.
Except for as a barber, I'm not a big fan of sports clips places.
Yeah, I suppose. It's funny that you're a barber, but you got next to no hair. It's hilarious. I don't get it.
I got more. Never mind. Never mind. Me and my mullet. Me and my beautiful mullet are doing just fine, and we got Money Mike on the mic. He says.
We got Mike. Yo, we got Mike on the mic. I actually messaged him earlier on Twitter, and holler at Mike there, and big shout out to him. Make sure you find him in the truck race tomorrow night, I believe.
Yep, and I'm on board right now with Tackle, and again, it's not their fault, but there was a big AI pick, and they're still Trey and Matt BW, and they got hooked too. Again, they have no control over that.
That's a good strategy, though. Pitting in when the other guys do. Because you can work on some draft. There is not much draft here, but you can work together with your teammate if you're with them, and try and gain some time here.
And I like that paint scheme too of that 88 of Woodruff. Again, patriotic. Very good paint scheme this year. I think that's where he ran it. I think he ran it at Daytona this year, but a very sharp looking car.
Yeah, I mean, while we're here on the 88 with that paint scheme, I've got to say one thing, and that is playing some NASCAR, drinking some beer.
That's right. Nothing's more American.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, we need more UK drivers. I've been working on it, but not getting anywhere yet.
Ooh.
I mean,
Coach Matt with one heck of a move on Spanker. Overdrives are going through. They don't make contact. Leader of
Oh,
Jake right
easy.
there with them, but that was one heck of a move. They didn't touch. Go
Settle
back and
down.
watch that. Woo!
Yeah, I mean that was a really awesome drive there. I mean they kept it together. That is so hard to get by somebody there, and it was good to see that they didn't wreck each other too much, running side
They
by
didn't
side.
touch
Here
on
we got
my
the
on
24
my
of
screen. They
Spencer
didn't
and the
touch.
37 of Matt.
They didn't
No,
touch.
let's see what happens here.
Yeah, this is Coach Matt trying to get underneath him. Looks like he will just a little bit. But that was a power move. Trying
And
to,
they're still side by side.
I know. I'm
Oh
trying
no,
to. There they go. There we go. Keep an eye on this battle right now. Again, we just saw the leader go by. But these guys are putting on one heck of a show. I like that. I like that paint scheme too on Coach Matt. Everybody knows I like orange.
yeah, we have this. Matt was like, "I'm going to run this 37." I was like, "I tell you what, I don't mind you running 37, but you cannot have the black car. The black paint scheme is mine."
You just wanted
It's
to be
like,
like
okay.
your. You just want to be like your daddy Noko and run a black car.
Yeah, it's very true. You know, I look up to Noko. Noko, I came to Giggity Racing League, and I knew next to nothing, and now I'm, helping
And
out
you
other
still know
drivers.
next to nothing.
Well, yeah, that is very true. you know, next time Putty
Oh.
comes to me and goes, "Robbie, can you help me with this?" I'll be like, "Oh,
I know
nothing."
next to nothing.
Exactly.
And Coach Matt right there, great move on the outside. I don't know if Spanker got a little loose or moved, or slowing down, trying to save or conserve, but Matt passes him on that straightaway as they're going into the last couple turns here.
We had a bit of action here from the 9 of RJ Smitty. A little bit racy there with Napa Fan in the 18, and it seems that just going to get the draft here coming into this turn down the right-hander. Hopefully RJ Smitty doesn't go too wide. No, he gets it bang on and keeps that position there.
Come underneath that bridge, get hard on the brakes, bang it to third gear, get back on the accelerator, get that car to rotate hard back on the brakes again, left, right, and then you're down the straightaway. It's a fun section to do in this race. On this track, I really like that because you can, like I said, I bang it down to third, and you can get right back on that throttle pedal, and help, and again use the throttle to help the car rotate and to make that left-hander. And watching people, if you're behind them, just watch that car go up and then just dive down when they hit that corner perfect. It's so cool to see.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, and I'll tell you what, I think the 9 is just going to check out here and leave Napa Fan in the 18 in his mirror and say, "I'll tell you what, mate, I'll see you later, it's time to go." Not too sure where he's currently running at the minute, so if one of you guys out there in YouTube land can find a broadcast for us while I'm just riding on board with the 9 here, and see if you can find out where we got the 9 of RJ Smitty running and the 18 of Napa Fan, that'd be brilliant, thank you.
That would be brilliant, yes. Yeah, we're on board with Jake. I think I just saw Alex on pit lane. Jake's coming in turn 1 right there. Without a doubt, I'm not going to presume I know that he's the leader. And he's got himself a pretty sizable lead on Mr. NASCAR as we find him. He's going around the exit of pit lane as Alex is just coming out. Like I said, Matt BW taking that corner just a little bit wide, but here's that lap traffic again as Alex going to let it go as soon as he's on fresh tires. Looks like he's going to get down to that line. Mr. NASCAR is going to have to use his car up just a little bit, and it looks like he's going to give him a little bump and say, "Hey, here I am." No harm that he's going to go underneath him. And
Yeah, that number 1
Jake's
of Mr.
Jake's already
NASCAR.
out through there. Sorry, I just saw it on the other screen right there. Go ahead, Robbie.
No, you're good, buddy. I was just going to say the number 1 of Mr. NASCAR. I've raced with this guy before, and I'll tell you one thing. This guy does not wait around. He's like, "I've got to go, dude. I've got to go. You either move over or I'm going to move you." You know, because he's a really fast driver, and credit to him when he does move you, he doesn't wreck you too much. Well, not at all, really, when I've raced with him, and he's a really good driver overall.
Money Mike.
What's he saying?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I can't with half of you guys out there. They make it so hard to broadcast sometimes.
YouTube, yeah. Tube with a CH. That's some redneck stuff right there.
So we just saw another round of pit stops. Are we still, again, but probably going to have to see at least one more, right? Because I said, last time I was thinking about it, I thought there was going to be 3 when there was 20. You get what, 5 to 6 laps, right?
I think this might depend. I mean, this is where we're going to know who's saving and who's not.
Because it's been a while since I ran an actual Cup car here, but I've never done a 50% Cup car race here, so we know they burn a little bit more fuel, a little bit more horsepower, which each tires up a little bit more because you're pushing the car. But normally you only get 5 or 6 laps, but again, I could be wrong. Napa Fan and RJ, they're sticking together. They're coming off a pit lane right now. Fast lane, still, like I said, that's unfortunate for him. On board with that great looking 88 of Mr. Woodruff. He's going into turn 1. And they're going to go underneath the one and only Champion Spark Plug Bridge. It's all we used to run on our bikes was Champion Spark Plugs. My dad got hooked on Champions. And Jake,
9 laps to go. 9 laps to go.
9 to go, and Jake is on pit lane, and he makes AI contact with that 8 car too. So again, I don't know if that's going to slow him down. That's Captain Jack.
If you can hear me, buddy, if you could just switch over to your times leaderboard for me, and just bring that up for a sec, that'd be great.
And Jake wasn't there very long, so I think he's going to try to stick it out on tires, or maybe right sides only. Again, the left front gets eaten up here. You can't take left sides only, so maybe he went just to get himself enough fuel to the end there, liking that car.
Woodruff's not going to be very happy with me. I just gave him the commentator curse.
Oh, way to go.
Literally just switched over to him. And he come around that double right hander, and I think he booted it a little too soon. I mean, he's down to 40% on his rears, so maybe he got a little bit too loose. Booted it a bit too much and sort of spun out there. Sorry, buddy.
Robbie. I was just going to say, Robbie.
And he's coming into the pits now.
On board, you're back in the booth, second night in a row. Again, appreciate all the help that you have been doing the last couple of nights, and then you're just going to go curse people. Way to go.
Yeah, good job. English people, eh? English people.
Australian.
G'day, mate. Get yourself a free wallaby.
Hey, just to let you know, you got to come up with something here pretty soon. We're almost to 500 subscribers for this. Like I said, it has doubled since last year when you got me affiliated with everybody here in Giggity. They were around 200, 300, 400 went by really quick, and we are well over 450. So 500 subscribers for Giggity Racing is coming up very soon, guys. So again, get your friends, get your family, support your team, hit, smash, and like that subscribe button.
And don't forget, we're also there over at Facebook, and we are also on Twitter as well. And for next season, we're going to have lots of brand shiny new artwork coming for next season, and I can't wait. We've got a lot of new drivers coming in. I can't believe how well Giggity has done over the past 2 seasons since I've joined. I mean, when I joined, I think it was like 200 subs, and then just to boost up to 460, did you say?
We're over 450, yeah. Normally I'd take a look at it, and I forgot to take a look at that tonight. But, hey, just because you guys got me to get back on Facebook, and again, you can find me as Puddin' Knievel on there. I did it just for you guys. I want to give a shout out to everybody in Giggity. Everybody knows my situation where I travel around so much. I don't get to talk to a lot of friends or family back home anymore. I don't have a social life because we don't get to go out anymore. So everybody that I get to talk to and race with on a daily basis, I look forward to it every day. So thank you guys for everybody else out there being friends and stuff. So, but yeah, you guys out there created it. Got me to create another Facebook just for Giggity Racing to hang out and talk. And some of these guys too, man, they are absolutely funny. Trinity Beast Mode. Some of the things he puts up there, he's got me in stitches. So weird to see Checkmate on pit lane like that with a mechanical failure.
I know.
That's not his style, But here's Woodruff. Looks like Mr. NASCAR just got around him. Can't see that car in front of him. I believe that might be Captain Jack. Trying to take a look at that. So he's trying to navigate around there too. I know. Oh, NASCAR, but he puts it on the bicycle. Manages to save it. Hits that black line. Captain hits that rumble strip just a little bit. Good turn right there. Gets back on the gas. Second gear, third gear. Be careful there. I'm on board with Woodruff. Watching him go through there. 461. That is correct. Thank you. So Mr. Mountain Dew said 461, so it increases every night too. There he is. I was wondering why this chat was so quiet. There's the old mute dog himself. Great to have you out there.
Hey,
Tommy.
Dog, how you doing, buddy?
Tommy just confirmed that unfortunately Check's been having some internet issues, so technical difficulties on there. So we appreciate that update as we jump back on board with our leader in this 00 car of Jake.
You wouldn't think anybody would have internet problems with all this 5G going around.
I don't know. No one's having any type of problems because nobody's on quarantine and nobody has anything better to do with themselves except for be on their devices.
Yeah, exactly.
And bulk it down.
Oh dear.
Those guys really, I mean, like I said, the whole world, Mrs. Puddin', she's on another, she watches these short clip videos. Again, not going to say any names so we don't get sued, but that's all I hear all day. Robbie hears it too when I talk to him. Yeah, that's what I say.
Top pick.
That's what I say all the time, but so many people out there, they're just so bored with some of the things they come up with, it's ridiculous. But Jake's making this last corner right here, going into the S corners. Like I say, left, right. I love how the car does it perfect like he just did. Just watch it dive in there, get back on that gas, blip it just for a second, hit second gear, rotate through the corner, down the straightaway here to the start-finish line, back into turn one.
And while Puddin takes a breather, I'm going to take over for a quick second. I knew he was going to do a load of gibberish just then. But I will say gibberish. It's good gibberish. It's good. I was just actually having a drink, so all this talking making my mouth dry. But yeah.
I still can't believe they don't have Keystone over in the UK, because you said you went to go get some the other day.
Yeah, I actually went to the shop. I was like, I wonder if they got Keystone. No, didn't have any, did they? So I was like, all right.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
Energy drink it is.
Yeah.
Mr. NASCAR coming up on 88 of Woodruff again. He's going to put him another lap down. Coach Matt right there.
Mountain Dew. We actually do have Mountain Dew here. I'll buy some tomorrow. You see, it's come to that point now, Puddin', where all these guys are actually spread out, just riding out the rest of the race. I think there's only about 4 or 5 laps to go, but I tell you what, it's been a really good racing here. Even from when they was all packed together, they managed to get spread out. Nobody was getting into anybody too much. Nobody was overdriving too much, and overall, it's been a really, really good race.
Very good race, yes. These guys have been putting on an exceptional show at Canadian Motorsports Park tonight here, Season 4, Preset Cup Sunday night. Like you said, a little bit of touching here and there. That will happen, especially on a road course and short tracks and stuff, but these guys are all doing it. And Dirt Dog said, hey, hit the jump, do the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I named it. That's why I named it tonight. If you could already see Dirt Dog, that's why I said hit the jump.
Yep.
Dude, when you told me about that, you were the one that showed me.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. On the same wavelength as always, me and Puddin'. But we was actually having a race, we're having a fun race. I went, Puddin', watch this! And I just went flat out, straight over the jump, and everybody was just in absolute stitches. We got 16 guys in the party, and they're like, what the F?
Yeah,
you know,
well, the
awesome.
next lap, then we had 16 cars hitting that thing at one time. I still have the clip of it. I still have the picture. There's like 14 of them in the air, 2 approaching it. 14 cars in midair.
Amazing. You could do the same at Sonoma as well. It's just not as much of a big jump.
Yeah, it's not as dramatic. It's not as fun, you know. And that's why I've affectionately called that the Evel Knievel jump. We all know the world's greatest daredevil out there. Still on board. I'm going to go over here with the 20 car again. I have the birthday boy himself. Happy birthday, Alex Ned. Having a good, clean, smooth race. Got to talk to him last Sunday on the other side of the mic. He was, you know, in the podium, so we got to do a little post-race interview with him. It's kind of, it didn't feel natural to have Alex Ned in the booth, but not be wearing a shirt and tie, but drinking a water, taking the fire suit off. So that was awesome to see him. He's doing very good, and up here in the Cup Series, where he rightfully belongs. We know how fast he is.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Ned, his commentary skills, his broadcasting skills are absolutely
second to none.
Amazing. Yeah, they're amazing. I remember a few months ago he actually made a short video as well to promote another league. And I'll tell you what he did there was awesome, and with his voice on it as well was amazing. He just everything he does commentary wise is brilliant.
He can
You know,
commentate a Talladega race while leading, and cars are wrecking on the back stretch, and he's on the front stretch.
yeah.
Second
And I
to
can't
none.
even talk when I'm racing around Atlanta. People talk to me, Robbie, yeah. How you doing? Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, right.
You know.
No, again, if it wasn't for you, no, with the and Kate Taddy and everybody giving me the opportunity and I think that might have been the end of the race. The cars are slowing down, but
That's it.
yeah, that's
I'll see
it.
if it's
Jake
quickly.
and Mr. NASCAR for sure.
Get you a top 10 here in 5 seconds. Just bear with me. Excuse me. Okay, so our top 10 are. If he can switch it over for me, I don't think he's going to be able to. Okay, so our top 10 are. In first place, we have Jake. In second, we have Mr. NASCAR riding in the number 1 car. In the 40, in third, we have Pro Dash for Cash. That's a guy we didn't speak about.
Yeah, I talked about him. He's
did you?
yeah, he races in a different organization. He's over there with the the OEM guys.
Okay. In fourth, we have Alex Ned. Fifth, we have Tex Pelt. Sixth, we have Tackleberry. Seventh, we have Trey. Thank you, Trey, by the way, for setting up the lobby tonight.
Yeah,
and
thank
for
you
your
for
help. In eighth, we have Captain Jack. In ninth, we have Coach Matt. And in 10th, we got Spenker. So, well
Good run
done
for
in,
Cody.
ninth. Yeah,
Good-
I was just
good-
about to say that.
Yeah, good run for Coach to get himself the top. Now, will you get out of my mind?
You get out of my mind. Get out.
Good top 10. A lot of fast guys up there. Alex finishing fourth. They're with us while we work on this here just for a second so I don't have to blue screen. I know if I know him well enough, he's already working on getting these guys up to the booth.
Mm-hmm.
But now we talked about the 40 car Pro Dash a little bit earlier. I had an opportunity to commentate and race, and he was the in-race reporter over there with those guys. And then I do believe too that Mr. NASCAR runs in a different organization, but it's great to see so many people. Everybody just want to race. I mean, you see it all the time. Hey, is there a league race tonight? Hey, is there a league race? Because once you get into a league, public lobbies just aren't fun anymore, and especially when you make so many friends. The last time I ran a public lobby, I can't tell you. I can always get on. I can always find a lobby. I can always find you guys and hang out and race with anybody in Giggity or other friends out there too, where you know you're going to get good, clean, fun racing. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of banter. There's a lot of fun, and you don't get that. So, as we see him joining up there right now.
What's up?
Did you have to go shovel snow up the track before you raced here at your home track, buddy?
Yeah, I made sure there were no potholes. I made sure the track was clear, no debris anywhere.
So you set it up for yourself. You rigged it.
No, I cleaned it. I just cleaned it for everybody.
Congratulations today, Jake. First place winner in the broadcast booth before the race. You were a couple people's picks to win the night. Obviously, my pick was me, then you. But I was up here. But great race, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations and great point. That's another more points for you, man. You're just hunting this championship down.
Yeah, it's almost there. I feel a lot comfortable now with this win. I feel like if I mess up, I can't finish, last twice in the next 2 races. If I finish last or outside the top 15 the next 2 races, that points would go away. It would come down close. So.
Do you know what
It's
2
good.
tracks are coming up? I don't have the schedule pulled up right in front of me.
I think it's Indy, Bristol, and then Vegas.
How do
If
you
that's
feel about
where
those
it's gonna-
tracks?
I feel good about Bristol and good about Vegas, but we'll see about Indy. I'm not so sure.
I had a blast at Indy last night. It's a fun track.
That's a place I'll struggle at a little bit. I'll struggle, but I'll get my practice in. I practiced a bunch today. I made sure I was like, if I'm gonna crash at all, I'm gonna make sure I have a good car to at least try to get back to the front. And we sat on the pole, led it the entire race. I was just so happy. I gotta thank the 1 car back there in second, I forget his
Mr.
full
NASCAR.
name, but Mr. NASCAR, yeah, he ran a great race. He had a very, very fast car running the same lap times as me. If it just came down to consistency, you know, who made a mistake when and where, and he
Lap
just ended up
traffic.
making more.
Lap
Lap
traffic.
traffic was okay. No, lap traffic was fine. I didn't have any problems with it. It was good. Everyone kept their P's and Q's. But I swear to God, I passed Woodruff like 4 frickin' times, and somehow he only ended up being 2 down. So I don't know what happened there, but
I think he was trying to work on some strategy. We're keeping an eye on that. But no, congratulations to you, man. You did a great job. And again, I know how much it is for you to bring that 00 car home at the at your home track. I
yes,
I don't have the
track.
DLC cars. We're pulling it up right now, so I don't have this exact paint scheme, guys. But I do have the 00 up here for you guys, the Landing Castle
Oh
car.
yeah,
So, but
I still have my stream going too, so I can do that.
Yeah,
Bam!
that'd be awesome.
There it is. There's the car.
but,
Jake,
Yes, sir. Robbie.
congratulations! Called it.
It was a good
I
race.
called it for today. Congratulations, buddy. Solid
Hey,
run
thanks.
all the way
Thanks.
through.
Pick me for winning, and I hope I you know put on a good show for everybody. You know, Mr. NASCAR, like I said, he ran a fast race. He was very, very fast. He was right there the whole time. So it wasn't just me. It's just he made more mistakes than I did. And did you guys catch when I did that 360 at the I don't know
no.
coming to the
Was that
finish
a-
line?
we might have
I
missed it.
crashed. I crashed and I hit the wall and I did a full 360 and I just
Oh, I
slammed it back
caught
in
that bit.
first. And
Yeah.
oh no,
Well,
everyone
nobody
ran
would
a
have known
great
about it
race.
until you did. Until you just said something.
I know it was funny. It was funny, so it was worth. Race by everybody. Everyone had a great race. No cautions. Everyone just from the drop of the green flag to the checkered flag. Everyone ran a great race, and
I know, right? I mean, it's really good to see. Hopefully, this is something that's going to be consistent now, especially going into next season within a month or so. You know, seeing the guys run clean towards the end of this season and getting their positions, and it's crunch time for points.
honestly,
people
I think
don't
our
wanna take it easy.
series was the best all year. I think we had the best side-by-side action and just racing all around. I think we've had the fewest cautions. That's just my own opinion. Who knows? I could be wrong about that, but you know, I think we were the best series all season. So, congrats
Yeah,
to
so
everybody.
wrong. So wrong. So wrong.
Okay,
so
okay,
wrong.
yeah, you're right.
Custom
okay,
cup
well,
driver here, buddy. Don't forget.
hey, no, I'm not trying to take away from anybody, but you know, there were some cautions in some of the races. I mean, we had our problems at Atlanta, but
Yeah.
prior to that, we ran a bunch of good races. So, good race today.
Well, anyway, well, you know, go get yourself a beer or a drink, and congratulations again, buddy. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
Okay, so we're going to go first, then we'll go second. So, Mr. NASCAR, are you on Always Allow? And please, as always, mind your language and no cursing.
Understood. 10-4.
How you doing, buddy? It's good to speak to you again. It's been a while. Did you check that you're on Always Allow? I just want to make sure that people can hear you.
Let me double check that really quick.
Awesome.
Ooh, I really like this gear wrench car. You know, it's not the full orange, but that black and orange looks
It's
really
nice.
good.
It
I
is
am on Always
nice.
Allow. We are good to go.
So, Mr. NASCAR, solid run. I mean, from a guy that doesn't really, I mean, you don't really wait around too much. You do what you can when you can, and if there's an opportunity, you're going to take it straight away. You know, no more needs to be said. You had a solid run throughout the whole race. You was there with Jake for a while, and just talk about what happened through the race there for you, bud.
It was just all about who was consistent the most. Like you said, I was right with Jake at the beginning. He just started pulling away from me on runs, and then he just had better pit stops all night, and I just kept making little mistakes here and there, and I couldn't capitalize. And all around, it was a good night for Noco, bringing it home 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I bet Noco's jumping up and down. I bet he's really thrilled to have his guys finish in the top 3 tonight. You got anything for Mr. NASCAR, Puddin'?
Yeah, good race.
For this only being my second ever running giggity, I'll take it.
That's Puddin's way of saying welcome to the league, rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 races in, I've scored a pole and a second place finish. I'll take it.
And no, and congratulations on that, man. You're showing your talent. It's an honor to be up here on the booth on Sunday nights. You have a great talent. Jake's definitely hard to beat at the road courses most anywhere, but you gave him a run for his money. I did see a couple times, like I said, lap traffic was a little bit of a factor there for you, but the run up there and I'm a satellite team member of yours, running for the Cola guys. So great job for all three of you, the NoCo guys, man. Great run tonight, and we can't wait to see what you have for us here in the future at Season 4 Giggity Preset Cup Season 4.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm here for the long haul. Like I said, 2 races in, I've scored a pole and a second place finish. I can only go up from here.
That's exactly it, and you said it yourself. So yeah, we look forward to seeing what you have for us here, man. And it'll be at hopefully we get to talk to you more up here in the booth, buddy.
I hope so.
Congratulations.
Thanks again, bud.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You guys have a good night.
You too. Okay, so Puddin or Doughboy. Doughboy, you with us?
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Doughboy, take
the race is over and now he's back.
Place. Yeah, take third place. Give him his interview, dude. I mean, we've missed that voice of yours. Is he there? Can you hear
All
me?
right, good talk. Yeah, I'm here. No, bye.
Bye.
Real quick, Dash, I've talked to you before when I was broadcasting. You were an in-race reporter. I mean, I got to see firsthand your talents. Great job on finishing third at Canadian Motorsports Park. Everybody knows it's one of my favorite tracks. It's a fun track to drive. How was your take on tonight, and what's your opinion on racing here at Canadian Motorsports?
Well, at Canadian Tire, it's always been a pretty good track for me. It's just that I've never raced with a lot of amazing drivers like we have here in Giggity. It's so astonishing to finish behind Jake, because I just thought that maybe I would have an extra edge, but because I did a lot of practice today. I did a ton of practice with Mr. NASCAR, and I thought maybe we would be like 1-2, maybe, but no, Jake took the show. But it was an amazing race overall. We were making a few mistakes here and there, but it was just an amazing race overall.
Did I lose you guys?
Oh, I'm still here.
I still hear you.
Oh.
I'm here.
I heard a pop.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so
Continue.
moving on. Dash, well done on your third place, buddy. That gives it a 1-2-3 for Team NoCo. Like I said before, he's going to be jumping up and down. He's going to be well thrilled. You said
I'm
you
not
put
cleaning the
practice
shop
in.
tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Nope.
Yeah, you are.
I cleaned it last week.
You and Money
No,
Mike
you-
are permanent broom pushers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, but anyway, Pro Dash, well done, buddy. Absolute
Thank you.
solid run. You could tell that you'd put practice in. I was watching you for a little while there, and you was keeping it consistent. But well done on your third place finish.
Thank you.
The 00 has failed post-race inspection, and the 20 has been declared the winner, Alex Ned says.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Hey,
More
listen,
at 10.
Alex had a good race because I honestly didn't think he
And a happy
had
birthday real quick,
good
Alex.
car.
Sorry, Jake, but
Yeah,
happy birthday.
to Alex. Yep, I remember that from last week that he got a good happy birthday win, and tonight I knew he wasn't gonna have a good car. I expected him to finish dead last. And
Wow,
seeing that,
you're not going to
I
mince
just-
words, are you?
He's
I
hating on
think,
him, man.
no,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not that I hate,
wow.
it's just like I think he's not that good at this track. That's all. That's all it is. It's just, but that fuel mileage game that he played saved him. Great
It was
move
really,
for him.
it was really impressive. Really
That was a
impressive.
winning move for him too. So that
I've raced with Alex quite a bit, and then earlier this year was a team member of him for temporary while he was in the trucks, where he was rightfully belonged up here in Cup, and to have him in the team chat and help everybody with pit strategy. I said it during the broadcast. Alex definitely knows pit strategy, and he is a very good strategist,
yes.
like a lot of those
He
guys
did a
out
good
there.
job.
So, but
great job.
he said the 00.
It's like the World of Outlaws where they get on the scales and it's just a few pounds too heavy or something.
Well, you should have knocked the mud off of it.
Yeah, should have take some of that mud off there. No,
But-
it was a good race. It was a good race for everybody, and no cautions. It was just a clean race.
No, and that's something too. Like I said last night, we had a good race in Indy tonight. Robbie was talking about it. Hopefully, the style of racing and everything we got going on is going to be contagious and moves on into next week and even into season 5. But I just want to say real quick, congratulations to Jake, Mr. NASCAR Dash. Great job to you guys. Happy birthday again to Alex Ned, Doughboy for being up in the booth. Mr. Robbie Vince himself, and and me, of course. Everybody knows my annoying voice.
Serenity Racing, actually.
I am the pudding. If anybody's got any final words, let's congratulations to them. But let's bring it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. On that note, please be safe,
Yeah.
everybody. With everything going on out there in the world, please be safe. Take care of yourself, and thank you again for another great night of racing. To all of our administrators, to everybody that helps out here in Giggity, everybody up in the booth. I Puddin', Robbie helping me out. Congratulations to our top 3. We're going to say this: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all know what to do. Bye.
Bye.